Hey bestie, it's your wealth best friend Jayla. Another Monday, let's do this. I figured we'd chat today about rollovers and what you can expect when you're going through the process after leaving an employer that you've been contributing to their 401k plan, their retirement plan, or whatever they call it at your institution. So I hope you've seen one of my posts that talks about why I was forced to roll over my money. In short, they didn't allow beneficiary designations, which officially means that when I pass away, my money was going to probate. So that's unacceptable. And I rolled over my money. I made that decision. It was no decision, like they couldn't keep my money, period, because that was going to mean that my family was going to get so much less of the money that was actually left, and that I didn't get a choice in who gets the money and when. So a little estate planning there for you. But I want to talk about the process that you're going to have to go through to figure out where to roll over. You have multiple options in this situation. Financial matters are always an option. So you can either choose to roll over your account to your new employer. I'd say look at the plan options that you have before you decide to take this option. If it's restrictive, if there are high fees with the funds that you have access to, that may not be the best option. And make sure that your employer is accepting rollovers into their plan. You can also choose to roll over the money into a self-directed IRA, Roth IRA, or a regular brokerage account. Each of those is going to have their own issues. The regular brokerage account, that's essentially you getting a check and you're going to have potentially fees and penalties for not rolling it over into a retirement account. So be aware of that. With rolling it over into an IRA or a Roth IRA, you need to look at the type of taxable account that you currently have. If it's a 401k, that normally means that the money hasn't been taxed yet, so you would want to roll that into a IRA. If it is taxable and has already been taxed, you would roll that into a Roth IRA, which means the money that you put in, it's already been taxed, and when it comes out, it shouldn't be taxed. All the gains, everything, yours, no Uncle Sam. The other thing that you're going to have to deal with and know is that when you're rolling over, you are pretty much selling everything out of your account unless you can get your current plan to roll it over in kind. Very hard to get them to do that. Sometimes they will do it with any stock that you own in the company. They don't want you to sell that in your company that you were working for. You can get them to roll that over so that you don't have to sell and then rebuy. But just know that you will have to sell the assets, whatever you have it invested in. They're going to send a check unless you can get it in kind. The other thing to know is some people make it seem like it's a whole lot of paperwork. For me, in my process, anytime I've rolled over an account, it's been more waiting, more, they mail these checks sometimes. It's been more tedious to open the new account and then give them the instructions to roll it over. So it just depends on who you're dealing with, who you decide to go with. Just know that if you're opening your own retirement account, the IRAs, the Roth IRAs, then you get to pick whatever institution you want to custody those assets. And you have lots of options. Fidelity is a big one. A lot of employer plans are already with Fidelity, so they know what they're doing and they get it done pretty fast. You can open an account in seconds. Pray for me, I have like 50 of their accounts. Every time I call them, like, I just need to consolidate, we end up finding I need another type of an account. So if you have any questions about the rollover process, Just don't be afraid of it. Read the instructions, look at your plans. You can do this. Happy Monday.